So that's nice. We loaded into a losing game.
Don't matter. It's my upload speed.
I keep rubber banding.
Yeah. Me. Bro, my Wi-Fi just needs to adjust. I saw you from TikTok. How's it going? It's going... It's alright. It's hard to play this game because it's lagging, but thanks for being in the stream. I hope you're doing alright. I hope life is treating you like something. Also, welcome to Shoot the Ship, where this is what happens if you try to play the game normally. And I lost connection to Lawrence. Bro, this shit is weird. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer towards the Fennec or anything, but I feel like I could play better with a few of the SMGs. Like, it's good. It's not bad, but you lose ammo instantly, basically. So, if you like going on 4 kill streaks and then having no ammo, this is your gun. Basically saying, this gun is not the best gun by any means. It's a very good gun. It's not terrible. Yeah, that's how that works. Try fully loaded. Okay, so the thing about that is like, that takes up a perk, like that's a slot on the gun that doesn't increase or help like the stats. And the thing is, like, I need a gun that's completely mobile and like works, especially on maps like this. Jesus, let's forget about my aim right there. But I could try fully loaded. You're probably right in the sense that I wouldn't need... I can try and build a good Fennec. I just need to upgrade it. I have not upgraded this gun at all. I played really bad. But I haven't upgraded this gun at all. The point is, like, I'm really good with the MP5. I have 100, or not 100 round mag, a 5 to 5 round mag. What was that gun? I don't remember that gun. But basically, it's like... Also, I'm gonna be streaming Minecraft sometime tonight on the World with Tristan. Whenever that may be. You know. But yeah, I have not used the Fennec enough to know like what attachments to put on it. If you guys have a good Fennec build, let me know, because that would be very much appreciated. Are you going for Damascus? No, I'm gonna be honest, I would. Like, I have the ability to. I'm just not going to, because I like being able to... I enjoy being able to, like, enjoy a gun, because to me, I feel like a gun loses its value after you get gold, because then it's like, oh, go and play with another gun until you get gold on it. So like, I have a few guns gold, but I still use them because of the fact that, like, if I got like all my guns Damascus, sure, I'd be able to use whatever gun that I want, but I really don't want to grind for it. I definitely could have had it already. Like, I'll be honest, I could have definitely had it already. I might go for obsidian on the guns that I do have gold, because you're allowed to do that. But that was tough. Do you play Warzone at all? I try. I'm not really great at Warzone. I'm a lot better at just regular Call of Duty. Warzone is very weird to me. Like, it's not bad, it's just not great. Like, I don't know, I feel like since Fortnite, like, blew the water away with the whole, like, Battle Royale theme, I feel like everybody's tried to replicate it, and it's just not the same. Like, I don't think anything is gonna get people as excited as Fortnite did when it first blew up. Like, Warzone isn't, like, amazing. The time to kill is horrible also. I feel like that's true. It's hard to play Warzone because it's like sometimes you have no clue how much damage you're doing, and it's kind of like Apex, like the DPS drop off. Like, I don't know how much damage I'm doing because the numbers don't really do shit for Apex. It's like, it's not really real. Like, it's just, you can be skilled and play Apex and still be ass because of the DPS drop off. Like, the time to kill is very stupid. So like, if there's two people aiming at you, you might as well quit playing the game because you're not gonna win that gunfight. But if it's you versus one person, it could be a little bit better. But if you lose health and somebody has more health than you, I guess it's a lot harder to maneuver in that game than most. I don't really care for Warzone. I probably never will care about it because to me, like, Warzone was just another battle royale. Like, I play Fortnite still just because it's funny to play with people, but I don't like I don't put myself in playing solos. So like, I wouldn't play Warzone by myself, you know? Like, it's kind of like that. Like, I wouldn't go and play, I wouldn't deliberately be like, oh, I want to play Warzone alone type thing, you know? I would have to disagree. Movement and ability with help with Apex, but with Warzone there's nothing to help. I mean, I think Apex is just, it's alright, it's not great. I think Apex damage is just terrible. Like, you don't know how much damage you're actually doing to people is all I'm saying. Like, I think the thing about Apex is it was so hyped up and it did exactly what it was supposed to do the week it came out, and then it was not fun. Personally, I like the idea of Apex. I do. I think Apex has a really great concept. The only problem with it is, again, I don't like drop off. Oh my god. I don't have great internet right now. I'm assuming everybody got on the second I... But no, I think, like, for me, personally, the Battle Royale genre by itself is just, like, something that isn't really amusing to me anymore. just because of how much it's been done. Like it started H1 and then PUBG and then Fortnite and then Warzone and then Blackout, then Warzone and Apex. Like it all is just the same. It's the same idea, really. Same goal, same everything. It's one, and a lot of it could be luck. A lot of it can be luck based, and a lot of it doesn't have to be. I could get that. The concept is just too repetitive. Yeah, no, if Fortnite was the only game that was still popular in the battle royale genre right now, I'm sure it'd be fine. I just think that Apex got too popular and then died instantly. Warzone is still popular, but it really isn't all that great. It's just something that people play to say they don't play Fortnite because people are like, oh, Fortnite's a terrible game. When in reality, all of us played it and enjoyed it. Like, I still enjoy Fortnite. Playing it with, like, friends, one of the better things you do at night. Like, it's a better way to waste time than most. Like, I'm not going out and saying that Fortnite's the greatest game created. I just think that, like, it's a good game, but it's not perfect. I complain about it. I think it's not fun to play sometimes. My thing about, like, just games in general is, like, if you want to make a battle royale, you can't really do it correct anymore. There's not a right way to do it. What do you think battle royale games could do better? Personally, I just think they shouldn't be creating anymore. Like, I think battle royale games are just too repetitive. It's one basis, one goal all the time. Like, and to me, Fortnite is funny because the dumbest shit happens in that game, so I don't really see Fortnite as like, oh, it's gonna get different. Like, Fortnite's different in the... I couldn't enjoy it as much because it's hard to play without getting demolished. Fortnite? No, yeah, no, you've had to have been playing Fortnite since, I don't know, like, the game came out, or at least Season 7 to have any chance at playing against people. Just because... it's like people will build mad quick just to get a kill. So like it's fun sometimes, like play Team Rumble, that's where all the retards play, but like I don't know what that guy was doing. The point is, like, the battle royale genre is just dying. I think that there's no real usage for it currently. Like Destiny 2, a game that came from the fucking depths of hell before like that Destiny 2 seemed to have no, like, it felt like there was no hope for that game. That game is fun. Like, it's not, to me, it's not as, like, it's not gonna be as crazy or as happy as Destiny 1 made me, but I'm also not 12 anymore, you know? Like, I'm not excited for certain things, and I'm not happy about, like, a lot of things. So, like, certain games aren't gonna make me, like, giddy and happy. Like 12-year-old me, I probably didn't even notice the mistakes Destiny 1 had. Just because I thought that game was so good, and, like, it was so perfect to me. Like, oh, this game cannot be bad. Like, it's that kind of mentality that kids have. Like, to me, the only real perfect game that's perfectly balanced is Minecraft. If I'm being honest. Like, Minecraft to me is, like, still one of my favorite, if not the, like, favorite game that I've ever played. Metal Gear Rising was always really good. Just the battle royale genre by itself has just not really solidified its place in my mind anymore. Like, Fortnite's one of my favorite games ever purely because of the memories that I have on it. Like, the game gives me happiness because of the memories that I have. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really like, I don't really like playing it by myself. Like, Fortnite isn't a game that I'd want to play by myself, I guess. A few things about it, though, like, there are some pieces and things that I feel like certain games could take from it. Like, Battle Royale by itself, right? It's already solidified itself as, like, okay, we're gonna be the top genre, but for how long now? Like, how long will the battle royale genre be the top genre of games? Like, it doesn't need to be the face of the gaming industry anymore, you know? I think to me, it's like, okay, if you want to make a game and make it fun, you want to make something that people are already playing, which is what Warzone did. It's probably one of the smarter things that Call of Duty has done, is because they took something that people were already doing and made it theirs, basically, which is like, okay, people like Call of Duty. Everybody likes Call of Duty. I mean, seriously. Like, this year's Call of Duty probably isn't the best Call of Duty you've ever played, or even your favorite, but the point is, they made something that people were already playing along with their game, so they got more sales off of it. Yeah, but there will always be a top genre like zombies, and that died out, and they did milk the shit out of zombies. They did. Zombies isn't really great anymore. I remember Black Ops 2 Zombies being something that I would play for hours just to see what round I could get to, and that to me was like, okay, this is fun, you know, this is really fun. But to be honest with you, the idea that, like, I think there's this, to me, is that the competitive aspect of games is what keeps it flowing. Because it's like why people keep buying 2K. 2K hasn't been good since 2K like 17, alright? That's the last good one they made, right? So people keep buying it because it's it's their favorite sport, and they like being competitive. It's that sort of feeling. Like, people need to feel a competitive outline. I almost wish Battle Royale games fell off like a year ago. Not gonna lie, Warzone kind of upsetted me when it came out. I felt it's not necessary to add a Battle Royale. That's the point. That's why it's so popular, because Fortnite is still the #1 game in the world. Which, when you think about that, it's crazy, because it's been 3 years almost. Like, it's been about 3 years since that game has been, like, the point is, like, Fortnite has solidified itself as one of the, and it's not, you can't even buy the game. Like, that's the craziest part. It is the top free game that's ever come out. I want you to understand that. Like, you guys remember what Angry Birds did to people? Fortnite is like the Angry Birds of our generation. Basically, the most popular thing out there all the time. You know? Angry Birds was like super popular when I was a kid. I loved Angry Birds. That shit was weird. But the thing is like, it's an effect. It's like everybody's playing it, and then everybody wants to try it, and even when the game is at its lowest point, people still play it because they don't want to play any other game. They don't have fun on any other game. And truthfully speaking, Fortnite is the best free game that's ever come out. You know, you could make the argument that Warframe is up there, but no game has done what it's done like Fortnite. Like, they got professional cups, professional players, they got fucking Drake. Like, the point is, dude, they got Travis Scott. Like, come on. If you can get an artist like Travis Scott to be in a game for you, like, that's kind of like, that's pretty big for your logo. So, like, just understand that, like, it's just a genre that probably still to this day won't die out, just because people are still playing it. You know? Like, everybody wants to play it. I felt like I got a lot more than 16 kills, but maybe I'm mistaken. I probably died more than 16 times. Nah, the Fennec is really weird, man. No, wow. 1.0, exactly. The thing about, like, the most unnecessary games, I feel like, to me, currently, They went and dicked on it by making this game, and I'll be honest with you, it's not a terrible game. It's just not what people wanted at all. You know what I mean? Like, The Last of Us 2 is not the right game, in my opinion. Like, if it had come out when we wanted it to, you know, like when it was at its peak, when people were still like, you know, I'm just so excited for The Last of Us. It might have done better, but to me, The Last of Us really, I don't know, it's not what it was years ago when I was excited to play it. It's that kind of effect. Like, the game, you know, like, nobody's gonna go and say Warzone is Game of the Year or anything like that, you know? Call of Duty hasn't won Game of the Year, but it's one of the most popular games ever, you know? It's that kind of thing, like, okay, what do you want to do with your franchise? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, if I was to make a game, it would be somewhat like Ghost of Tsushima. Like, that game to me is really great, and it makes me really happy. Like, I love Ghost of Tsushima. What a, like, phenomenal idea. Like, don't get me wrong, there's so many things wrong with that game. Ghost of Tsushima is, like, no, not at all perfect by any means, but it's a very fun and original idea. I think what really set apart, like, I don't know, everything is just being very separated recently. I feel like games are just the one thing that people do come to terms with, but, like, there's certain things about games that just really aren't fun. Like, you want to have fun in a game, right? But you don't want to go and play something repetitively. Like, you don't want to play the same game every day, but you do. Like, if you could play a new game every day and be good at it, I'm sure you would. It's just that it's not possible. Unless you're like a Microsoft or Sony developer, then maybe. But, like, the thing with, I don't know, really. I think there's just a lot of things that I want to see happen that aren't happening. I don't know. Like, I could definitely see a lot more with other games. Off topic, but any new game recommendations? Ghost of Tsushima. Since I'm talking about it, Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima, like, I know that everything has been repetitive and we need a new original game. We do. I want to see a lot of things, but, like, a few game recommendations I would say is, like, currently just Ghost of Tsushima. Whatever you really want to play, I guess. There's not really much out. I was waiting for Cyberpunk to come out. It's still not out. You know, I wish my Wi-Fi wasn't terrible. I'm gonna try and get Tristan so we can play Minecraft, because I'm not really in the mood to play Modern Warfare. But, like, there's a lot of things that I feel like should and shouldn't be happening in the gaming industry. Like, I don't know. Just make something new and interesting. Because, like, after you beat a game like Ghost of Tsushima, you're not really going to want to go back and play it, you know? It's kind of like, I mean, unless it's, like, truly a masterpiece, you don't ever really want to replay a game like that, you know? And Ghost of Tsushima could be, a masterpiece. I haven't yet to play it, but it is one of the better games that I've seen so far this year. I guess I'm biased because I like the culture so much. Like, that culture to me is just so great and beautiful. Like, it does make me very, very excited. A very, very, very cool time. I know that it's not really based around anything. Like, it's not based on any certain war in Japan or anything like that. But it's a very good game. Random question, PS4 and Xbox, try to be unbiased because you're on PS4. Oh, PS4 or Xbox? So the reason I have a PlayStation is because I like PlayStation more. And the reason I like PlayStation more is because I like being able to play different exclusive each year. And the argument that, like, oh, Xbox is a multiplayer console is kind of boring, because if you use that argument, even though you can play, we're playing all the same multiplayer games. Like, Halo Infinite isn't gonna be what people want. They've already established that. It just got shit on recently, actually. I don't think Microsoft should be making the Xbox anymore. I think they should focus on making a PC, because to me, what it feels like they're doing, and it's not me being biased, to me what it feels like they're doing is they're trying to make a fucking, like, super console that runs just like a PC, except you use a controller and you also play against people that use a controller. Like, if you are just going to make a PC with a controller and sell it as a console, then, you know, it's kind of like, what's the point? Personally, I think what Xbox should be doing is trying to make better, like, better original games, you know? Because, like, yeah, Halo was great. I'll give you Halo 1 through 3. That was an era. You know, but nobody's talking about those anymore. Like, nobody wants to go back and play Halo 1 through 3 anymore. Just like nobody wants to go back and play Black Ops 2 anymore. Because it's not going to be as fun. There's a time and place for certain games, and just things like that. Like, Xbox is milking the shit out of Halo. You know, and Sony, you know, we don't know what they're milking the shit out of because they keep dropping random games. Like, honestly, the fact that, like, there's so many just, like, diverse titles for Sony is very good. Like, when God of War and Spider-Man came out, and then it was like God of War, Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, and then just shit like that, Halo was just scratching their heads, like, what are we supposed to be, or not Halo, like, Microsoft was scratching their heads, like, what are we supposed to be doing? Because you can't really release something and compete with it. I don't remember the last time Microsoft won Game of the Year, because I don't really pay attention to it. But my point is, like, you take a lot of things when you're making a game, right? You have to be doing a lot of things. You have to be going into consideration, like, okay, people want to play this game because why? You know, it's gotta be like attention grabbing, you know, because, like, two of my favorite Microsoft titles are on the Nintendo Switch, being Cuphead and Ori in the Secret Forest, or the Blind Forest, or whatever it's called. But the point is like, when they made those were good titles. You have to have something else other than just saying Microsoft or Xbox is better because people play more 2K or more Madden or more this, that, because it's not true. Microsoft would have more sales and Microsoft would have more sales and be a more exciting company if they had released games. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you released games that were, like, attention grabbing enough, then you're going to get sales. This is the thing about Sony, is that, like, people want to see what's happening on the PlayStation all the time. Because it's like the PS5, yeah, I know everybody was dogging on it because it looked like a Wi-Fi router, but like, it's going to be a really good console. Now, do I think it's going to be the best console? I don't know. Because personally, PS2 and the PS4 are my favorite consoles ever. Because the PS4 has so many like, it had so many games. The PS2, so many games. Like, I remember playing fucking everything on the PS2, dude. I played Sonic Heroes on the PS2, Dragon Ball Budokai 3. Like, some of the games that I've never touched anymore just because they're ancient to me. Like, I've played them on the PS2. And that to me is like, okay, you've solidified yourself. And that the PS2 was just something that, like, you know what Xbox did do? They made the online gaming shit a lot more popular. That's the one thing you can give Xbox credit for. But personally, they also made it a competitive thing to make money off of online gaming. So now Xbox Live, you know, PlayStation Plus, Nintendo Online, like, that's all marketing. That's all marketing. All of it is marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want certain tactics. There's certain things, like, I think, like, personally, my favorite few games that I've ever played currently, and I don't even speaking of Tristan, there he is. But like, the thing about Xbox, and the only thing that I think that Xbox is continuing to struggle with, is that they aren't releasing anything. They make this console that's supposed to be next gen and super great. You know, wow, this is going to wow people. But then they make a game like Halo Infinite and expect everybody to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, I'm not being biased towards PlayStation because I'm on it. I'm being biased towards PlayStation because they actually release things that people want to play. Like, even though Last of Us 2 is a shit game that people didn't really want after when they saw the leaks, it's still one of the highest sold PlayStation games. So you have to think about, like, what is PlayStation doing correct that Microsoft isn't? And that's all you have to look at, is like, what's really happening? Because when you look at it, Microsoft isn't really competing in the gaming industry. They're just dropping shit because they have the money to. Because nobody cares about the Xbox the way they care about the Nintendo Switch or the PlayStation 4 or anything like that. Because the thing is, there's better titles on the Nintendo Switch now than there are on the Xbox. And I think a lot of people can agree with me on that. I think there was an era for the Xbox and there was an era for the PlayStation. And the way it looks currently for each console is like this. You want to play a great exclusive and have a wonderful memory of a game? Buy a PlayStation. You want to waste your money on a console that you're probably not sure what you're going to play if nobody's online? Buy an Xbox. That's my mindset. If you want to play games with people but have nothing to do outside of that, buy an Xbox. But if you want to play games with people and play a way that you get so invested in the game that you put hours and just days into the game, play PlayStation, and you'll see the difference. Play a PlayStation exclusive and then go play Gears of War. Like, you're not, you know what I mean? Because if you make the argument, oh, Xbox is better because it has better graphics, or it has better online speed, and we have this and that. Okay, great, good for you, but what are you releasing that's making your Xbox so great? Because you could have the highest frames per second out of anything in the world, and you could have great graphics and a perfect controller and a perfect running console, but when you're not releasing games that people want to play, that is when your console fails. That is why the Xbox One is perceived as one of the worst consoles. Because the Xbox 360, there was more exclusives on the Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 is the most successful Xbox, outside of the original Xbox. So, you know, just when you hype up a console but have nothing built around it, that is what your game is. That's what your company is going to do. So you just want to make the right decisions when it comes to making games. Because me and Tristan talk about this all the time. We're not biased to PlayStation for no reason. Like it's not for no reason. It's just because, like, if me and Tristan played Destiny on the Xbox, okay, that still would have been fun. But outside of that, think about this. Me and Tristan played multiple games for months at a time. So if I was waiting for Tristan to get on, well, I'd play Metal Gear Rising or Metal Gear Solid, like, 4. I still have the disc for Metal Gear Solid 4. I've got the remastered versions on the PS3. I'd play fucking Uncharted, or, like, even just last year, like, Spider-Man. If I was waiting for somebody to get on, I was playing a game that was on my console. So, like, with Xbox, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say, alright, I'm gonna go play Gears of War while I wait for you to get on Call of Duty. Like, that's never come out of anybody's mouth. They probably say Minecraft or something along the line, because it's like nobody wants to play those games anymore. Like, if Gears of War was as good as people built it up to be, like last year, it was one of the worst Gears that had ever come out. I think Donkey talked about it, because, like, I'm not a fucking game reviewer, so you don't have to take my advice and be like, oh, he's just shit talking. Like, I'm not shit talking, I'm just giving you my opinion. So, like, that's the thing to me, is like, okay, last year Gears of War was dog shit. Now you're gonna get a Halo Infinite, and just from your reviews from your fans, that's not looking so good. So when you need to make something of your console, the point is that you need to have a release title. PlayStation 5 has solidified itself as one of the top fucking selling consoles already. There is more pre-orders than there is consoles even fucking developed right now. I can guarantee it. I don't think
they were going to limit the amount they are making, but now there's even more higher demand. So
exactly. So that's my point, is that PlayStation, here's what you're getting when the fucking PlayStation drops. Spider-Man, you're getting
demand, and with coronavirus as well, or with COVID.
With COVID, yeah.
As how much demand it's getting, they're basically having to increase the numbers that they're making by a lot, but then they're having to, like, limit it to, like, one per household on the pre-orders, I think.
Yeah. So, but here's the best part about it. Here's the games you're getting on the PlayStation 5 release. Within months of the release, you're getting a new fucking Resident Evil, which, by the way, you can't go wrong with Resident Evil. You're getting Spider-Man, which isn't the second game, it's a second story, or not a second story, it is a side story to another game they're building up to. So, Miles is getting his fucking spin-off game after already having a perfect movie. Okay, and then you're getting another Horizon. Those 3 titles by themselves have caught the attention of more people than Halo Infinite. Okay, because when you're like, oh, Xbox is doing so much, what is there to like about Halo Infinite that I would want to buy an Xbox for just to play?
Xbox 4.
Because it's like, okay, I'm a fucking Spider-Man nerd. Like, there's a fucking Spider-Man pop figure on my desk right now. Me and Tristan bought Spider-Man masks in New York and wore them everywhere. So when you, like, go and say, hey, Miles is going to get a game, it's like, yeah, that sounds perfect by itself. I'm just saying that Xbox hasn't released a game that's caught... Xbox hasn't released a game that has caught my attention. It's not going to. Like I said, my 2 favorite games that were on Xbox, Cuphead and Ori and the Blind Forest, those are both available on the Nintendo Switch now. And like I was saying,
Sunset Overdrive.
Oh, Sunset Overdrive is also available on Nintendo?
It is?
Oh no, I was asking you because you brought it up. No, but no, Sunset Overdrive and your top selling exclusives of all time are Halo and Gears. The point is that you've been milking those games for the past 15, 20 years just to say they're good because you don't want to let that argument die. The point is, PlayStation 5 is going to have more sales than the new Xbox, and that's a fact. PlayStation 4 had more sales than the Xbox One. Why? Because there was more games coming out. It was a better console.
I just bought a new one.
Exactly. And it's still in high demand. The funniest part is the PlayStation 4 is still in high demand. It's so hard to find one right now, and so is the Switch. But I can go to Walmart right now and buy an Xbox One. Like, nobody wants a fucking Xbox. That's the point. Is that when you make the argument one console is better than the other, you need to look at the sales, the games that are coming out, and who wants to play what. Because I've never heard somebody actually argue that they want an Xbox for a certain. I want to play Xbox just to play Forza Horizon. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh, I love Forza Horizon. Like, come on, dude. Nobody. I'm not even trying to dog on the Xbox. I'm just saying it's not a good console. Like. You can't go out and say, okay, my point in wanting this thing is because of Halo. Like, do people play Halo still?
Halo's been trash for quite some years.
Like, I can guarantee you, there's more people buying the Switch right now just to play Animal Crossing and fucking Smash Bros. Than there are people trying to buy an Xbox One just to play Modern Warfare. Smash Bros alone, Smash Bros alone.
People who buy a Switch to play Animal Crossing, even though the Switch has an amazing catalog of games.
I was gonna maybe get a PS4 just to get MLB The Show since it isn't anywhere else. Xbox just doesn't have the game.
You just play MLB.
Nate is he likes baseball a lot. He likes baseball. But I think personally, I think Xbox is just a failure of a console, in my opinion, because it's like, dude, the Dreamcast has more sales than the Xbox One. Like, when are you gonna sit down and realize that your console sucks balls? The Dreamcast, the worst Sega console, had more fucking sales.
Hey, stop crying.
Like the Genesis, of course it's gonna have more sales. Genesis is like the OG when it comes to
Look at me. Look at me.
To consoles and shit. But I'm just saying you've gotta really question what you want with games, because like the two most empowered.
Playing this game actually feels good when your whole family isn't on the fucking Wi-Fi.
I think Xbox just needs more content. It's not the console, it's the company. Exactly what I just said. Like, when are you gonna realize you need to release something?
Okay,
well,
here's how you basically see that why they went downhill, especially after the 360. They became an entertainment. They tried to become an entertainment console instead of a gaming console.
Yeah, exactly. I think
just watch the Axeman. If you know who that guy is, just watch his video on it. He explains why. Like, if you watch Video Game Junkie and like the Axeman, like the two best videos to watch.
That guy probably thinks I'm hacking. That was a really weird shot. I'm sorry. You know,
sit in the corner with an LMG.
I don't know why you guys keep like. There's people that keep challenging me after I've killed them already. Like, don't worry about it. You're gonna die either way. No, I just think it's exactly as Tristan said. When you make a console, you want to make a console with games and not try to have it sale because you want to make it an entertainment thing. Because if you're gonna buy an Xbox, you want to play games, not fucking. Like, dude, I'd rather buy an Xbox to play a fishing game than I would buy an Xbox to play Halo.
They just got a lot of fucking tags because somebody killed me and I had a lot of fucking tags.
The point is, though, like, I would play or stream anything that makes me happy. So if I was on Xbox and I was happy, sure. But I'm still going to make the argument that PlayStation is a better console because it's releasing more. So, like, Sony by itself might not be a better company with more money. But, like, I don't know. Xbox is not releasing better games than Sony. Like, Microsoft hasn't released a great title to me in a long time.
Don't count. Anyone who says it, don't fucking count Call of Duty, because Call of Duty does not belong to them. Call of Duty does not belong to any system.
Okay, let's get this straight. I can play Call of Duty on the fucking Wii. So, that's not a joke, by the way. Call of Duty World.
I could play Ghost
I
and
had a
Black
Black
Ops
Ops.
2 on the Wii U.
It was like a Black Ops spin-off game that was on the PS Vita. I had that.
Imagine playing Black Ops on the PS Vita.
Drop shot?
Also, Lawrence, the original Black Ops like story, like in Black Ops 1 and then the flashback version, Black Ops 2, took place around the Civil War. So this next game still makes sense.
Imagine actually making a good timeline. That's crazy.
Here's the thing. And they make another... Here's the thing about the next Battle Pass and what it means for COD Warzone and COD as a whole. If they put woods in Black Ops in the Battle Pass for next season, it won't make sense chronologically.
That's kind of the point. Ghost. So here's the fucking like Ghost and Captain Price are in this game, so it already doesn't make sense chronologically.
No, Ghost. No. It makes sense because they're still part of Modern Warfare. The timeline has changed for Modern Warfare because the original Modern Warfare, I can't remember the date of the year, but this Modern Warfare is set in 2019.
Yes.
The original Modern Warfare Ghost was in Modern Warfare 2. But he died.
Yeah, he died, but
it still makes sense. It still makes sense. Even after you play the campaign, it still makes sense. Dude, do they have 2 chopper gunners?
yes. Yes, they do.
Hey, how you doing?
Alright,
What the fuck? Why are you at 2?
gaming. No, I just think,
I was not able to fucking move for like 10 minutes.
if Xbox wasn't owned by Microsoft, let's just say they'd be a better company. Like, let's be honest, bro. Mario hasn't had a good game in a while. A lot of people hype up Mario Odyssey.
Is good.
It's alright. It's unfinished.
No, it's still Odyssey's a finished game.
It's okay. But like I was saying, if Mario didn't live under the Nintendo title, do you realize how many sales it would get?
Dude, this chopper gunner's fucking annoying.
Exactly.
He's part of Nintendo.
But if he wasn't a Nintendo title, Mario would not be popular. Just like how
Fuck no, kid.
the only difference is like I know Nintendo. I will give it to Nintendo for carrying Sonic in the sense that they have rights to Sonic.
They carried him, but the developers that are still allowed to make games for him need to be fired.
Are you dumb? Dude, the Sonic Mania was made by people who...
No, not Sonic Mania. No, I'm not talking about Sonic Mania. I'm talking about the past games that were absolute shit.
We're talking about Sonic. Sonic Mania was
Sonic Rise of Lyric was absolute dog shit.
Sonic Mania
it was even worse than 06.
So it's funny, Sonic Mania is technically a fan game.
Yeah, it's a fan game.
And it's still canon. That's funny. Yeah, that makes me laugh that Sonic Mania is canon.
I would really love to see
it's just like
that fan Sonic game, Sonic Odyssey or whatever it's called, made into a real game. Like it has better 3D maneuver than
it made Mighty
old Sonic games.
Oh, I think it was.
It made Mighty and the Squirrel. What the fuck is his name?
Armadillo something. Oh shit.
What the Tristan? What the fuck are their names? Mighty and what?
Mighty
and Ray.
Yeah, Mighty and Ray. Bro, they made them canon. Do you realize that?
They made Jack Black as Lucky the Hedgehog canon.
Jack Black?
You mean Jacksepticeye?
No. Well,
someone. Jacksepticeye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's canon now.
Okay, I don't care, bro. Do you know what I do care about is
Sonic Utopia.
Sonic Utopia. Yeah, if they made that, if Sonic, if a fan game is better than the games actual studios put out, and then a studio comes and picks it up to make it an actual game, fan games are the way to save Sonic. Like,
there's already one fan game. Remember do you remember the two? It was somebody made a 2D Sonic fan game where it was they were using the models from Sonic Advance. But it had like all the modern mechanics, but it was 2D.
They just need to remake Sonic Rush and Sonic Colors and make it better.
Bro, if they made Sonic Colors is one of my favorite soundtracks in video game history.
The DS version of Sonic Colors, I 100% completed it when I was a fucking kid. favorite game on the DS?
I don't even know what the fuck is on the DS, to be honest.
Most people don't remember because the DS was a relic of its time, but it was very revolutionary.
Motherfucker really just called the DS a relic.
It's revolutionary though. That's
You know
why I
what?
still have my 3DS.
Bro.
I don't play my 3DS anymore because it has fucking dead pixels on the screen, and that fucking annoys the hell out of me.
Personally, just in a personal standpoint, like there's companies, like I just want Sonic to be what I always thought it would be. Cause Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles and Mania are probably the best Sonic games that have released. Sonic, the new one that they're working on is using a new engine, and they're actually taking their time on it. Sonic Forces could have been a great game if they didn't fucking rush it. That is the problem with Sonic Forces. They rushed it. That's the fucking wow.
You know, Rise of Lyric was
Tristan
like
just sent
on
it to
par
me.
be,
Jesus.
You know, Rise of Lyric was on par to be being as bad as Sonic 06.
No, Sonic 06 is the worst game I've ever played.
I just watched the whole video on why Sonic 06 was such a shit show.
It was rushed.
It had like rushed development. It
was rushed.
Shit.
It was rushed because they were trying to make it in time for his like 15th anniversary, Sonic's 15th anniversary, and then like multiple people. It was all one team. It was all like one Sonic team. But then the main like director, I forgot his name. He was basically the main one in charge of like all of the classic games and stuff. He left, and then they didn't know what to do after he left, and then they split into two teams. One team was supposed to make storybook games, which only lasted for like 2 games.
The 2 games.
So they basically lost their leader and then like half of their staff, and then had to rush the game as well.
The fact that they actually hired Christian Whitehead to do something, that is something you need to appreciate about that team.
The 2 videos I sent you guys is the one where these are basically 2 of the best fan games I've seen. The first one's the best 2D
I
one
have
I've
to
seen.
pee.
The second one is the best 3D one I made. Like the second one, people say the controls are still a little bit wonky and stuff, but in terms of like presentation, it looks pretty cool. Look, if you just watch it.
I just want them to like. If Sonic Mania, a fan game, can be fully produced by a AAA studio, Sonic Utopia can do that, and it can be one of the greatest.
The new, like
games.
I'm saying, the new Sonic engine, new Sonic game that's coming out is going to be good. I know that because they're not rushing it. Is it going to be a masterpiece? Probably the fuck not, but it's going to be fun.
That's all I want. I just want it to be fun. I don't give like if the story has to.
The story could be absolutely dog shit as long as the levels are fun, bro. Dude, Sonic's not meant to have a fucking awesome story. He's a blue hedgehog that runs fast, okay? That's cool.
Really no one gonna peek down mid?
No.
Bitches.
But Tristan got his legs taken off. Jesus.
Yeah, cause the sprint to fire on the base version is gonna suck.
Just fucking.
Yo, this Uzi blueprint in the battle pass is actually pretty nutty.
Nah, you gotta look at it in a sense of like, Sonic is one of my favorite characters like ever.
Behind.
Sonic has a lot of problems as a character.
Are you just holding this angle?
But at the same time, like, Sonic isn't supposed to make sense, okay? Again, it's a blue hedgehog that runs fast. So, like, when the fucking, whatever his name is, the game theory or whatever, when they did the shit, like, if Sonic would have bad knees or whatever because he stops on a dime and just slides, you know, why do we care about what he does, bro? He just runs fast. He's cool as fuck. Also, I wish Archie Sonic was fucking Universe Sonic or whatever it is, Cosmic Sonic. That guy is strong as shit.
Oh, that's I think his name's Ultra Sonic. His name's Ultra Sonic.
Yeah, the other name is Cosmic.
You know, the main reason why they have brought
What
back
the fuck is this?
They don't want to be sued by Dragon Ball, even though Hypersonic was like a thing before every other form in Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm. Bro, that guy killed me 4 times by shooting me in the head.
Like, they're so close to being to buy Dragon Ball, but the fucking emeralds don't grant you a wish.
Didn't they already say that it was a concept from Dragon Ball and gave ownership to that to Dragon Ball? They
Yeah.
literally gave Dragon
they've
Ball
said
credit.
multiple times that they've gotten inspiration. Like if you look at how they came up with Silver when they were doing the design and his backstory, it said they
Trunks.
literally based it off of Trunks. Like they said that.
I
So
actually
they
really like Trunks, but
What is
Silver's
he
kinda
using? That guy's hit me in the head 4 fucking times. I don't think that guy's missed my head yet.
Does it sound like a shotgun? Because it's probably the lever action right with carbine.
Do people actually use fucking shotgun attachments on their ARs? Is that a fucking meta?
Yes. Nah, the point is though, like Sonic is given credit to a lot of things in a lot of games and a lot of
The
companies.
closest thing. Those are like those are the two closest things. Silver and then the Super Sonic looking like Super Saiyan. But the thing is, now you could compare like Ultra Instinct to Hypersonic, but Hypersonic was this before
Dude,
that.
this guy doesn't miss. What is he using?
And there
Oh,
was
he's
also
using the Fennec blueprint with the fucking burst shot.
in Ultrasonic.
Grail
There's
Quest.
there's the form Ultra Instinct, but Ultrasonic was a thing in Archie before that too.
Why do I have to be fucking lagging when I look at somebody? I'm cool until I see someone.
It's kind of weird to talk about it because, like, you know, again, he's a blue hedgehog. It's just supposed to be fast, but the fact that he's as fucking powerful as he is, kind of weird.
Yes, Archie Sonic that isn't canon
They
is
have a
stronger than
Shield
Goku.
turret. Someone executed me as a shield turret.
Mind you, Archie Sonic isn't canon, so I will repeat that again. Real Sonic could lose to Goku. Archie Sonic? No, he's clapping Goku.
Goodness. I just got hit with a magnet.
So I'm gonna log off this game just because I'm lagging, and I'd rather not lag while playing this game. But I appreciate the people that showed up to the stream. We'll probably do more video game talks like this. It really did make me dive into a deep part of my brain. But I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you for the massive support recently. It's been cool. And if you guys haven't already, go check out Triz's new video because that shit's fire.